Good day and welcome to Natural Health Dialogue. What's this podcast about again? Oh, darn, I can't remember. Maybe naturopathic Dr. Kim Anderson can help me with that.
Hi, Joseph. You know what? Behind what do you have for sleep? That is the number one question that I am asked is what do you have for memory? And you know what? It does not surprise me. This all ages. It's not just older people. I'm hearing this from all ages, myself included. Behind sleep, we are wanting to know what we can do to increase our memory. It's really not surprising to me that we are having issues with that. We live in an age of technology, and we have information at our fingertips at all times of the day without any real downtime to unplug. I mean, these are things that to unplug, we really had to be purposeful about that. And so that is just not occurring as often as we would like. So it really doesn't surprise me that without that time with downtime, and just stress that we have in our day-to-day life, that stress that can cause oxidation to speed up in our body, and that can decrease circulation to our brain, and that's where we can have some of those issues where we're not remembering things as well, that foggy thinking. So what we're going to talk about today is a simple, remember that's the medicinal plant, and so we're going to be talking about Ginko Biloba today. And what I love about Ginko Biloba is that it actually helps with blood vessels. It helps relax blood vessels. And that helps increase blood flow. And it has an affinity for the head, for brain. But it's also good for other parts of the body as well.
And that's something that surprised me. I've always thought of Ginko Biloba for memory, but never for these other things like you're talking about.
That's right. But why it is so good for memory is the same reason that it's good for these other things. It's about circulation. It's about getting good blood flow to the head for good cognitive health. So when Ginko Biloba helps relax the blood vessels, increase that blood flow, that can help with things such as memory loss, and ringing in the ears. I don't know if you've ever... Tinnitus, yes. That is something that more and more frequently people are experiencing. But Ginko Biloba has shown some really strong positive feedback on helping with things like that, with tinnitus, ringing in the ears, even dizziness that can come, from vertigo or issues like that. Ginko Biloba has shown some very positive responses with that as well. Hypertension, high blood pressure. Ginko Biloba has shown that it can help decrease blood pressure because it's increasing blood flow and it's helping relax those vessels. When our blood vessels are rigid and narrow, then that's where we can have those blood pressure issues. So again, Ginko Biloba is something that can be very beneficial. Easy bruising, those strange bruises that just kind of pop up because we bumped into something. It helps strengthen the capillaries. And so that can help with, if anyone has any kind of easily bruising. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. So again, very good for the brain. Inflammation and free radical damage is something that has been indicated in dementia and Alzheimer's. So again, this is something that can be very beneficial.
So it almost sounds like a miracle drug for some of these major issues that it hits on. Is there any reason people shouldn't just, take Ginko Biloba?
There certainly is, and I'm glad that you brought that up because Ginko Biloba is an anticoagulant. So definitely do not want to use that if you're already taking a blood thinner. It's something that you do not want to take alongside that. So if you're using it as a blood thinner on its own, I think it would be safe, but definitely speak to your doctor about that. Also, we are proponents for the whole herb because there's coenzymes and factors with the whole herb that help you utilize that the medicinal properties better. But studies have shown that ginkgo is different. It is actually an extract that is better to be used medicinally, particularly a standardized extract. That just simply means that the dose is consistent. And so a standardized extract is something that you're going to want to look for in Ginko Biloba. And taking it, it's going to take some time to really see the effects. So a consistent dosage over a course of 2 to 3 months is the most beneficial with Ginko Biloba.
So are you saying I should only take it for 2 to 3 months and be my normal forgetful self the rest of the time, or what?
No, not at all. Take it for 2 to 3 months, and I think that's the time that it's going to take for you to really notice some difference. Because it works gradually, but consistently, then it takes about 2 to 3 months for you to really notice a difference. But definitely want to take that on a daily basis. So don't forget to take your Ginko Biloba.
Okay, good one. All right, so any other concerns about Ginko Biloba, or are there any other benefits that we haven't touched on?
Really, just overall circulation. Mostly we recommend it energy, because anytime you're increasing blood flow, you're going to have better energy and better focus. So those are definitely... And then, just like for concerns, like I said, definitely speak to a doctor if you're on any kind of medications. Pregnant women probably need to speak to a doctor before, or a healthcare professional before taking the Ginko Biloba. Otherwise, it is generally safe to take at, especially small, consistent doses. It's generally safe to use. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So I'll just reiterate where people can get Ginko Biloba, this seemingly miracle drug here that we're talking about. Not a drug, but a herb. Yeah. So 1024 South Douglas in Midwest City, that's the Health Patch. That's where you work, right?
Yes, absolutely. Come and see us.
And people could do an actual consultation with you directly, correct?
Yes. All the staff at the Health Patch are naturopathic physicians or naturopathic practitioners, and so you can set up a consultation with any one of us, and we can get you set up.
Excellent. So if someone were thinking about, that they like what you're saying, they like how you're coming across, they've kind of connected with you on the podcast over some time, what would you say are some of your strengths in terms of counseling people on herbal and natural health kinds of things?
I think one of our strengths, and especially at the Health Patch, and I know that that's one of my passions, the holistic part. Our emotions affect our body, and our body affects our emotions. And so I believe that that's really important. So looking at things holistically, I think, is one of our strengths. So whenever we're working in a consultation, we want to look at the whole person. And sometimes I'm accused of asking some very personal or nosy questions, and it's okay to tell me that's none of your business. But I ask them because I feel like getting to the root issues can be very, very beneficial, and that's really how we really gain the health that we're seeking. So I feel like that's one of the strengths at the Health Patch. We really try to cultivate that holistic health for our customers.
Excellent. What's a good way for people to contact you?
Well, they can call the store or just come by and see us at 1024 South Douglas. Or like I said, they can give us a call and set up an appointment with any one of us.
405-736-1030. They've got herbs. That's Randy's tagline in his radio spot. So anyway, thank you, Naturopathic Dr. Kim Anderson, for those insights on Ginko Biloba. And until next time, we'll see you later.